Hi, Bonnie.
Hey, Gillian, how are you doing?
Good, thank you.
Oh, good. We miss you here in Canada.
Thank you.
You're always an
Canada
honorary
too.
member of our nation here.
I appreciate that.
You're welcome. First of all, very, very funny. And I have to say, I mean, I love Rowan Atkinson films no matter what. I mean, the guy could read the phone book or act it out as far as I'm concerned. But it's fun to see you in a role like this. Was that kind of the draw for you to be in something kind of goofy and silly for a change?
Yes, that was definitely a draw. The idea of playing the head of MI7 was also a draw, and just what that would entail. But certainly to do comedy and to have the chance to work with Rowan and to watch him work.
And you get to play his boss. Like, that's pretty prestigious there, Gillian.
Everybody's boss. I know. How cool is that?
It's very cool. Do you find yourself the bossy type?
I'm sure some people might say that I'm a bit bossy, but
like your kids, maybe.
Yeah, I like to be in control.
Well,
but
why not?
Being the head of a Secret Service agency is definitely not within my talents. And could never be, and so that in and of itself is quite funny.
Do you recall your first meeting with Rowan and what it was like when you first got to either work with him or meet with him?
I do recall that. I went in to meet with Rowan and the director for the first time, and it was in a meeting room in a big building, and I walked into the room and the director wasn't there yet, but Rowan was there on the other side of the room trying to open up a screen glass door, it was hysterical. There was something about it, but he wasn't performing because there was nobody in the room. He wasn't doing it for anybody.
Right.
But it was just watching him try and negotiate this glass door was so funny that I actually had to leave the room and re-enter later so that he didn't know that I was there.
Oh, that's so funny. I'm wondering, when you are working opposite someone like Rowan Atkinson, seriously, how on earth do you keep a straight face?
Well, he's quite serious about it. And very often in my short experience, but from what I understand, comedy is quite a serious business, and it's very, very technical to get it right. And Rowan takes it very seriously, and he takes the calibration of the whole is important to him, I think. And so when we're actually in the midst of doing it, it's not that funny. It's only when we watch playback and watch what we've just done that we go, oh, that's what this was about. That's the funny bit.
Yeah, I can imagine. Now, obviously, it's very easy for you to slip in and out of the British accent because, you live in London. So, but when I hear sometimes you do interviews with your British accent, when do you decide when you're going to use your American or British accent?
Well, it's not really a decision. I grew up in London and until I was 11, and so that was really my first language, so to speak. And so it feels more natural to me to speak with that accent than with an American accent. And it's usually like for today, because I'm in London right now, I have to listen to an American speaking for a little bit first, and then I can step into it. But as soon as any of the Brits walk in the room to adjust the cameras or anything, I have to close my ears off from there. It's just silly.
No, it's good. It's great that you could do it. So, geez, you're great at both of them. Quickly, I want to ask you, I spoke to Clive Owen. He was just in Toronto for the film festival, and you have a film coming out with him called Shadow Dancer. Can you just tell me a little bit about that and working with him?
Well, Shadow Dancer is a beautiful script, and with James Marsh, who directed a documentary called A Man on Wire, which was an excellent documentary. And this film is about a relationship between an MI5 officer played by Clive and Andrea Risenberg's character, she's in an IRA family, and he turns her into an informant, and I play Clive Owen's boss. I know, don't ask, but it's a very, very different film, and it's a beautiful project. I was very pleased to be involved in it.
Well, we look forward to that, and I hope we see you back here, and maybe one day we'll have an X-Files reunion, and we'll have you come back and shoot in Canada again. How's that?
Thank you. Sounds good to me.
Okay. Good luck with this. This is really, really funny stuff. And do some more goofy
good.
stuff, okay?
Okay.
All
I
right.
will.
Take care, Gillian. Okay. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye.